NEET 2016 paper. Let us solve with shortcut after that explanation. And this is a beautiful problem which supports the basics. If basics are strong, we can get the answer in seconds. Only thing, we have to use basics one after the other carefully. Okay, let us solve. The interference pattern is obtained with two coherent light sources of intensity ratio n. So I1 by I2 equal to n. If I1 is equal to I2, then this ratio is 1. If the condition is true, then it should be true for 1 also, right? That's why 1. Now, I maximum minus I minimum, I maximum plus I minimum. Second concept, this is the interference, Young's double slit experiment. Light from the first slit, light from the second slit. If this intensity is I1, this intensity is I2, and I1 equal to I2 equal to I, then intensity at the center of the screen is 4I. This also you know. If this is I, this is I, this is not 2I, this is 4I. Remember that. And at the dark region, dark fringe, minimum intensity is 0. This is maximum intensity. Since we are talking about equal intensities, minimum intensity is 0, maximum is 4I. Done. Come to this. Maximum 4I, minimum 0, maximum 4I, minimum 0. This ratio is 1 again. See, n is 1 if I1 equal to I2. This is 1 if I1 equal to I2. Now, what shall we do? Let us substitute 1 here. Root 1 is 1. 1 plus 1. See, this ratio is 2. Come to this. 2 into 1. 1 plus 1. This is again 1. Oh, we are getting 1. So, this should be the answer. Let us check other two. This is 1. 1 plus 1 square. 1 by 4. This is not the answer. 2 into 1 by 1 plus 1 square. 2 by 4. 1 by 2. Not the answer. See? But to arrive at this using induction method or shortcut method, you need to know few basics. Students, remember, there is no shortcut without proper logic. Students, remember, there is no shortcut without proper logic. There is another way of saying it, right? There is no shortcut for success. If there is shortcut, then there will be a lot of work behind that shortcut. And for people who observe in short interval of time, they say it is shortcut. But actually, lot of work should go behind that. Now, let us solve this using regular method. I maximum, I minimum. Intensity ratio is n. So, I1 by I2 equal to n. Let us consider I maximum by I minimum. I maximum by I minimum. I maximum by I minimum in terms of intensities. Root of first plus root of second, its square. I minimum is root of I1 minus root of I2 square. Minimum, there should be minus, maximum plus. Now what I'll do? Root of I2 square by root of I2 square. multiply and divide. Take this to this. There is root square here, there is square here. So comfortably you can put into this. So root I1 by root I2. Root I1 by I2 plus root I2. Now bring this into this. Root I2 by root I2 is 1. It's square. It's square. Similarly, denominator becomes root of I1 by I2 minus 1 square. So I maximum by I minimum is this, which is also equal to, let me write one more time, I maximum by I minimum equal to root I1 by I2 is n, root n plus 1 square by root n minus 1 square. Hope you understood this. So by all this, we have this equation. Now consider I maximum, I minimum. I maximum minus I minimum by I maximum plus I minimum into, just like previous case, previous trick, I want I maximum by I minimum. So I minimum by I minimum. Bring this I minimum here, bring this I minimum here. I maximum by I minimum. I max by I minimum minus I minimum by I minimum is 1. Similarly, I max by I minimum plus 1, which is equal to, now I maximum by I minimum. I maximum by I minimum is root n plus 1 square by root n minus 1 square minus 1. Same thing, root n plus 1 by root n minus 1 square plus 1. Now we have to simplify this. This goes here, this goes here, this becomes n plus 1 plus 2 root n. This is here minus n minus 1 minus plus 2 root n by, this comes here, root n plus 1, n plus 1 plus 2 root 2, this goes here, therefore plus n square plus 1 minus 2 root n, this is n, this is n, this get cancels with this. So that's why there is no denominator in the numerator, there is no denominator in the denominator. Carefully observe, this gone, so it is 2 times 2 root n, 2 times 2 root n by, here this get cancels, it is n, there is no n square here, n plus 1 is 2 times n plus 1, so 2 get cancels, 2 root n by n plus 1, 2 root n by n plus 1. See, using regular method we will be killing time, at the same time we lose confidence in examination. So that's why when you see options like this, try to implement induction method or some other method to get the answer. Good. For more such shortcuts with explanation, go to link, download RClass and start your preparation. Ratio of intensities of two waves. Ratio of intensity is I1 by I2 equal to 4:1. Ratio of amplitudes of two waves. Intensity is proportional to square of the amplitude, isn't it? So A by B equal to 2:1. 2:1. Interference is possible with light, with sound, both. Only is spoiling the broth. So this is the answer. It's possible with both. Diffraction is possible with both. Polarization is possible only with light, transverse nature. In Young's double slit experiment, if the separation between coherent sources is halved, distance between doubled, fringe width becomes fringe width equal to lambda capital D by small d. Lambda capital D by small d. Distance between coherent sources is halved, so this by 2. This is doubled. This 2 goes to numerator, so new fringe width is 4 times this fringe width, becomes 4 times. In double slit experiment, when light of wavelength is used, angular width of first minimum formed on the screen 1 meter away is found to be at 0.2 meter. Sorry, 0.2 degree. What will be the angular width of first minima? Same. This is same as this. If the entire experimental apparatus is immersed in water. First experiment is done in air, after that in medium. In that case, refractive index is theta in air by theta in medium. Theta in air is 0.2 degree, theta medium wanted, refractive index is 4 by 3. So it is 4 by 3. Theta medium equal to 3/4 of 0.2. 3/4 of 0.2 is 0.15. 0.15. The angular position decreases. What is the meaning of angular position? This is the screen. Here are 2 slits, but slits are very close to each other. So let me use this diagram. There are 2 slits very close to each other. First slit, second slit. At an angle of 0.2 degree, first minima is formed. Instead of going to 0.2 degree, let me represent that by a larger angle. At this angle, say 0.2 degree, first minimum is obtained. First minima. When the apparatus is immersed underwater, then first minima is formed here. This is first minima. See, the angle is decreased, angular position is decreased because of the refractive index. Speed decreases, wavelength decreases. Wavelength decreases means angular position also decreases.